From rugged farm roads in the 1980s to sleek electric beasts that might just drive themselves in 2050. This is the incredible evolution of the Ford Ranger. It's a story about a truck that began as a humble workhorse and transformed into a global icon of strength, technology, and pure, unadulterated freedom. So, buckle up, because the Ranger AS, nearly 70-year journey from 1983 to a speculative 2050, is one wild ride through innovation, power, and unapologetic American grit. The year is 1983. The world is grappling with high gas prices, a tight economy, and a growing need for something smaller, yet still undeniably tough. In this environment, Ford rolls out its answer: the very first Ford Ranger. It was compact, boxy, and built with one thing in mind: to get the job done. It was light, affordable, and importantly, fuel-efficient. This wasn't just another pickup. It was a new kind of truck designed for a new kind of driver. Under the hood, you'd find a modest 2.0-liter, four-cylinder engine. It wasn't a powerhouse by today's standards, but to millions of Americans, it was the little truck that could. It perfectly captured the spirit of the times: resilient, practical, and ready for anything. As the 80s rolled on, the Ranger's identity began to shift. It was no longer just a work truck confined to construction sites and farms. It became a symbol of freedom and adventure. People were loading them up with camping gear, hauling bikes to mountain trails, and exploring the great American outdoors. The Ranger wasn't just a vehicle anymore. It was a trusted companion on the road to discovery. By the end of the decade, the Ford Ranger hadn't just made a mark. It had officially arrived, cementing its place in the hearts of drivers across the nation. Entering the 1990s, the Ranger started to mature. It grew bolder, shedding some of its boxy, utilitarian roots for a more refined look. Ford injected more power, smoother curves, and a greater emphasis on comfort into its design. The landmark 1993 redesign was a game-changer. It gave the Ranger a tougher, more muscular body, a wider stance for better stability, and, most importantly, the option for more powerful V6 engines. Suddenly, the Ranger could haul more, tow more, and do it all with a newfound confidence. Throughout the 2000s, its popularity skyrocketed. It consistently ranked as one of America's best-selling compact trucks, a testament to its reliability and versatility. It became a familiar sight everywhere, from bustling city streets to quiet suburban driveways. It was the go-to vehicle for everyone, from contractors needing a dependable workhorse to families needing a capable vehicle for weekend getaways. The Ranger was at the peak of its game, a trusted companion for both hardworking professionals and adventurous weekend warriors. But the automotive world is always in motion, and a significant change was on the horizon. The market was shifting, and consumer tastes were leaning towards bigger, more substantial trucks. And in 2011, Ford made a decision that shocked and saddened its loyal fan base. The Ranger was officially discontinued in North America. For many, it felt like the end of an era. The Ranger name, a staple for nearly 3 decades, quietly faded away. But as we all know, not for long. After nearly a decade of silence, a familiar roar returned. In 2019, the Ford Ranger stormed back onto the North American scene. But this was not the truck we remembered. It was completely redesigned, meticulously refined, and engineered for the modern world. This new Ranger was a different breed. It featured advanced, turbocharged engines for an impressive blend of power and efficiency, lightweight yet high-strength aluminum body panels, and a cabin loaded with smart technology. The new Ranger wasn't just about raw strength anymore. It was about intelligence. It was a truck that worked smarter, not just harder. And just when we thought it couldn't get any better, Ford unleashed the Ranger Raptor. Inspired by the brutal world of desert racing, the Raptor was a beast engineered for extreme off-road performance. With its specialized suspension, reinforced frame, and aggressive styling, it took the Ranger's capabilities to an entirely new level. Suddenly, the Ranger wasn't just a practical, dependable truck. It was a powerful, thrilling, and aspirational machine. By 2023, its comeback was complete. The Ranger had become a true global powerhouse, built in 6 countries and sold on every single continent, proving that you can't keep a good truck down. So, what does the future hold? The next revolution is already underway, and it's defined by 3 words: electric, autonomous, intelligent. Let's leap forward to 2025. In this not-so-distant future, Ford introduces the Ranger Lightning. This isn't just a truck with a battery, it's an all-electric mid-size powerhouse. Imagine a truck boasting over 400 miles of range, delivering instant neck-snapping torque for incredible acceleration, and equipped with an AI-driven terrain control system. This truck doesn't just react to the road, it anticipates it. It can detect road types, from smooth asphalt to treacherous gravel, monitor weather conditions, and even learn your driving style, automatically adjusting power delivery and suspension for the perfect ride. Let's push further, to 2035. The Ranger has evolved again. It now features solar-integrated body panels, allowing it to partly self-charge while parked or driving under the sun, extending its range and reducing its reliance on the grid. And its onboard AI, now called Blue Mind, has become a true co-pilot. It can expertly navigate complex off-road trails entirely on its own, scanning the path ahead and making thousands of micro-adjustments per second, leaving the driver free to simply enjoy the scenery. Now, let's journey to 2050. The Ford Ranger is no longer just a truck. It's a mobile smart hub, a testament to half a century of relentless innovation. It's fully autonomous, capable of navigating any environment without human input. It's built with adaptive morphing materials that can change shape and function on command. Picture this. You command your Ranger with your voice or through augmented reality glasses. Work mode, you say, and the bed configures itself with tool compartments and power outlets. Travel mode, and the cabin transforms into a comfortable lounge space. It runs on an advanced hydrogen-electric hybrid system, offering incredible range and 0 emissions. It even integrates with a fleet of drones that can be deployed for real-time terrain scanning, scouting the path ahead in hazardous conditions. From steel frames and manual gears to carbon fiber shells and quantum chips, the Ford Ranger's story is one of remarkable evolution and unwavering endurance. It adapted to survive and, in doing so, repeatedly redefined what a pickup truck could be. It's a journey that mirrors our own progress, a reflection of our changing needs and our endless ambition. Whether it was hauling hay on a farm in 1983 or hypothetically exploring the terrain of Mars in 2050, the Ranger remains what it has always been at its core, built Ford tough and built to go wherever you dare. If you love this time-traveling journey through the history of one of America's favorite trucks, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling us which Ranger generation is your absolute favorite. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.